Looking at the Pi price action, the 4-hour chart Pi USDT, from this very point, I said we're going to take a position on this very price action if we see a breakout right here, and market do breakout, and we took that trade right here on the channel. And if you look at the market right now, market is not pumping aggressively as expected. So what is going on here? Are we going to see the market to move upward, or we're going to see a dull move from this very point into this very area before market is going to come back down, or market is going to come back down from this very area? I will discuss this in detail in this very video. And if you look at the 1-day chart, market is still going to move upward on the long term. And on Bitcoin, if you look at Bitcoin price action right now, market is moving upward, and this is a very nice move at the moment because we are seeing the bulls in the market from this very area. And of course, if you notice on the Telegram channel right at this very point, we are still in this very trade at this very entry, and our target is 88k, and the market is moving upward as expected. And if you look at the Pi mainnet, we see new coin being released into circulation. Let's discuss all of this and many more in this very video, so watch this video all the way to the very end. The most important thing here is the fact that we were expecting the market to break out on this very price action on the Pi USDT 4-hour chart, and exact same thing we see right at this very point. Market breaks out, and I gave a trade right here, but that trade was a little bit late because when I come back to check whether the breakout has occurred, the breakout occurred and market has already moved significantly right here. So we took this very trade right here on the channel, and the market is still above our entry price just a little bit, okay? And I believe market is going to move upward little before the market is going to come back down on this very trade. And if you look at it, market is moving not very much as expected to the upside, because I was expecting that the market moves straight into this very area before we can see the market correct back to the downside and then the next move to the upside. But what we are seeing right now is the opposite of our expectation. However, that is how price action works. You don't expect the market to just shoot from here into your target or possibly above your target. Sometimes it takes a lot of time for the market to actually approach your target. So what you do, you need to be patient with the market for the market to move upward and possibly hit your target, and that is very important. And this is also part of technical analysis, which is patience. You have to exercise that patience after you take a position. So what I am expecting here is very, very simple. Since we are in a position from this very area, I'm expecting that the market move upward. But like I said earlier in my immediate last Pi video, that movement is not going to be aggressive. We're going to see gradual movement into this very area before the market is going to correct. Right now, there is a change in perspective on the price action. We are seeing a very dull momentum at this very point, which means market may not have that possibility of moving into this very area before correction, okay? That means market have the tendency of within this very price level of 0.67 right at this very point, and where the market is right now of 0.653. Within this very point, market can move all the way to the downside for correction before the next move to the upside, and this is very, very important, and this is what you need to pay attention to. So if you are on this very trade, you need to pay attention, because if I see the reason why we should close within this very area, I will not hesitate to close that very position and move out and look for another trade setup. And this is super important, especially if you took that very position right here on the channel. And if you've not joined the channel already, I can assure you, you are missing out big time. Link in the description of this very video, and also in the pinned comment. Join right now. It is a free channel. So this is what I am expecting on the Pi USD price action from where the market is right now. And if you look at this very area on the Pi mainnet blockchain, it is covered that there is new coin that have been released into circulation with the past 24 hours. We've seen that this very currently locked mine token have increased, and also the unlock mining reward have increased already, especially that of the unlock mining reward have increased significantly, which means there are new token being released into circulation on the Pi network. And this is super important. So these have actually increased the circulating supply, as you can see right at this very point, which is equal to the migrated mining reward, as you can see at this very area. Therefore, the total supply have actually increased as well. And this is super important. But despite this, I still believe that the Pi token have capacity of moving all the way to the upside in the next few weeks. And this is super important. Even though we see the market correct back down, market is still going to move all the way to the upside in the next week or two. And this is what you must have to pay attention to if you are trading Pi, or if you are holding Pi, or if you are mining Pi right now. On the Bitcoin price action, BTC USDT 4-hour chart, if you look at it, we are still in this very trade. I was talking about a door momentum from the bulls within this very area, and there will be possible closure of that very trade. However, I was monitoring this market closely, and when I saw this very bullish candle right at this very point, I left the trade for it to run all the way to the upside, and we are still in this very position right here on the channel. Look at it. We are still in profit, a little profit right now, all the way to the upside. I still believe this market have capacity of moving upward. However, if you look at what the market is doing right now critically, it discover this very level is really hindering the market from moving upward. This very level of important resistance, we see a spike at this very point, and we see this very other block right here, which is where the market is right now, which is resisting the market from moving all the way to the upside. And of course, we know this is weekend already, and that much momentum is not going to happen in the market. However, if we have seen this very move during the weekdays, let's say on Monday or Tuesday, I would have been very sure that the market have capacity 80% of the time of moving into this our target. So therefore, there is a call to monitor this very trade within this very area and look at how the market is going to play out on the short term, okay, on the immediate short term, on the Bitcoin price action 4-hour chart. And this is what you must have to pay attention to as well, especially if you want to be in the right direction of the market, and also if you are in this very trade. And this is super important. Expect the market to move upward a little bit. That is what I'm expecting, into this very area of $86,000, and to this very point where the market is right now of 85,300. Within this very area, we should see retracement come back into the market before continuation upward. I am not expecting the market to just move from where it is right now into our target of $88,000. The perspective about this very market have changed already because of what we are seeing in the market right now. So expect the market within this very area right here, 86 and $85,000 market have capacity of retracing a little bit before the next move to the upside, and this is very, very important. And the chance of market just moving all the way to the upside is there, but that is just 30%, okay? And this is super important. Now, for those of us that are still expecting Bitcoin to dip right down to $70,000 and $65,000, for me, I don't see that coming, okay? I don't see that. The possibility is there since everything is possible in crypto, but I don't think market is still going to go up to this very level of $65,000, and that is what a lot of persons are expecting. They are expecting more dip in the market before the final move to the upside. And this brings me back to the 1-day chart, okay? If you look at the 1-day chart right here, markets have more momentum of moving all the way to the upside, and that is what I'm expecting. In the next 2 weeks to 1 month, we should see the market move all the way from where it is right now into this very area of 1991 and $92,000, and a possible breakout of this very point is going to send us into the $100K level for Bitcoin. I am very, very optimistic that Bitcoin is going to begin to move from here all the way to the upside. And this is my personal opinion. You may have something contrary to what I am looking at, and that is very fine. So this is what I am now paying attention to on the 4-hour chart Bitcoin, and also on the 1-day chart. Pay attention to this for you to be in the right direction of the market. Consider supporting this channel by leaving a like for this video, subscribe if you have not, and turn on the bell notification for more crypto videos like this one. Also check the channel for other crypto content. Join our Telegram channel, the link in the description of this very video right now. for more crypto updates, news, on-chain data, and fundamental sentiment. Link in the description video. Join right now. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.